Good morning, dear children. Today, the topic is we need water. Now, we have already done the chapter Rock and Minerals. I hope the answers given to me by me to you uh, is done by you in the fair copy. And along with that, the exercises, tick the correct options, true and false, in book and copy, whatever is required, you have done. Now let's start a new topic. We need water. You know water is the most important thing of a life, one of the most important thing. Like we need food to live, we need air to breathe. Similarly, we need important is water also. Why? We completely depend on plants for our food. Plants need water to grow. We ourselves also need water. Our body is made up of water. 70% of our body is water only. On the earth, the maximum part is water, and only one fourth part is land. Now, let's read the chapter. Now, in this chapter, we'll be reading about what are the uses of water, how water changes its forms, matlab from one form to another form, and where we get water from, and the water cycle. Water and its uses. All living things need water to live. We cannot live without water. We need water to drink. We need water to bath. We need water to wash, for washing. Yes. For cooking, for gardening. That means we need water for each and every step in our life. For all the things that we need. For all the activities, we need water. Water used everywhere. Our homes, schools, offices, railways, stations, and hospitals. Okay. Now, water is for drinking also when we bath, wash clothes or wash utensils, cook food. In our garden, we need water, so we need water in our daily life for day to day purpose. Sources of water, from where we get water? We get water from mainly two sources, surface and water and underground water. Surface water is like the water which is above the ground and we can see it, like in rivers or lakes or ponds. And underground water is like well, tube well, which is there but we cannot see. Water which we get from rivers, lake, pond, streams and ocean is called surface water. Rainwater is the purest water which we get naturally. Now when the water is collected directly, now it is very much pollution beta. आजकल बहुत pollution हो गया है, that's why the water gets spoiled. Otherwise, when it rains, that water is the purest form of water. Rainwater fills in lakes and ponds, rivers and streams. By the time a person feels thirsty, his or her body has lost over 1% of its total water amount. Okay, so when we feel thirsty, our body almost lost 1% of the total amount of water. Some rainwater goes into the soil and gets deposited under the ground. This is called underground water. Now, when the rainwater gets collected above the soil, above the surface, it is called surface water. And it is gone under the ground or below the earth, it is called underground water. We get underground water by digging well and tube wells. In cities, water is stored in overhead tanks after drawing from underground with the help of tube well pumps. When the water reaches our homes, though through water pipelines, if we live in the countryside, we may have river, pond, or lake next our homes. Okay. So in cities like Lucknow, very less places you will find a well or a tube well. So the water is used by a pump to take out the water is taken out by a pump using a pump in stored in a big tanks or overhead tanks. Then it is channelized and given to us. But if you live in a outer place, you can see you have a well or tube wells or river ponds nearby you, and you can go and get water directly from it. Yes, now you see we have Gomti river in our city. That Gomti river, जो हमारे यहाँ गोमती है, that has water, but you cannot drink directly that water because it is very dirty. We have spoiled the river. We throw litters in it, so we must keep our rivers clean. Now, in that case, the water is taken from the river, it is channelized, उसे clean किया जाता है, उसका purification होता है, and then it is supplied by the government authorities from house to house through the water pipelines. Okay. So this is what is use of water and sources of water. In the next class, we'll learn how to use. I told you that the water is collected in cities and then a channel is there and clean and then sent to your house. So in the next class, we'll read clean water, how to save water, forms of water, and then water cycle. Okay, children? Till then, read this chapter and try to mark the difficult words. Okay? See you in the next class. Bye.